our Eurasian eagle owl. Come on, buddy. Here we go. This is Romeo. He is a Eurasian eagle owl. You're not going to find Eurasian eagle owls here in the wild. Their name is Eurasian eagle owl. They live in Europe and parts of Western Asia. Here, a very common owl that you might find would be our great horned owl. Great horned owls live all across North America. They live in the woods right here around the fair. They even live in the forests outside of the suburbs of the major cities. Now, great horned owls, on average, are going to weigh about 2 pounds. The difference between the great horned owl and our Eurasian eagle owl is going to be size. Great horned owls weigh about 2 pounds. The eagle owl is called an eagle owl for a reason. They are some of the largest owls in the world. Romeo weighs about 4 pounds, and in the bird of prey world, the females are typically larger than the males. So a female eagle owl can weigh upwards of 6 pounds or more. Now, while that doesn't seem like a lot, you have to remember birds don't weigh that much. If they did, they wouldn't be able to fly. Birds have those very lightweight feathers. They also have hollow bone structure, which allows them to be lightweight enough to fly. Over here, Romeo. Hey. That way. That way. Take your time. There we go. Now, owls are nocturnal. This doesn't mean they have any trouble being out during the day. They're just better suited to hunting at night when they can make use of some of their special adaptations. As Romeo moves around the stage area, you'll notice he has very large eyes. Those large eyes allow him to be able to see at night. He also has very excellent hearing. The small feathers you see on top of his head, those are not his ears. Those are just to help with his camouflage. Romeo's ears, just like ours, are on the side of his head, just behind his eyes. And his face is covered with sound-sensitive feathers to help channel all the sound right back into his ears. In the wild, a bird like Romeo could hear a mouse tumbling underneath snow without ever being able to see his prey, but still be able to dive down and successfully capture it. Now, the owls, they spend all of their time hunting at night. They hunt a lot of rodents, that's like rats and mice. The hawks, they spend their time hunting during the day. The hawks are also hunting a lot of rodents, rats and mice. If it weren't for our hawks and our owls doing their job and eating those mice and those rats, eventually rodent populations might reach an unhealthy level. When that happens, rodents will then look for new places to find food and shelter. They might move into your homes. When those unhealthy rodent populations move into your home, they can spread disease to humans, to other animals. But with these birds doing their job, they keep those populations in check. A lot of animals eat mice and rats in nature, things like snakes. Do you know how many mice a snake eats in a week? Probably just one. A snake is only going to eat about 1 mouse a week. Do you know how many a hawk or an owl would eat? An average of 2 a day. So they're taking a substantial number of those rodents out of the wild. We should go to the back. That's a souvenir. You can keep it. We can train them, we can't house break them. Okay. Now, you have to remember with the owls, while they have those very large eyes, it takes up about a third of their skull. Their hearing, their ears, take up about a third of their skull. If you can kind of tell where that math is going, owls are extremely difficult to work with. Most of you probably been told your entire lives that owls are incredibly wise and smart creatures. They're very stubborn, they have a very short attention span, it's very difficult to get an owl to do anything. We saw the hawk. The hawk was anticipating when we were going to call him to this. He was trying to move out ahead of us every single time. The owl is like, he sits 3 or 4 minutes before he even moves to the next perch.
I wonder if the bird had it.
Yeah. This is what we're talking about. Thank you, Romeo. Now, I hate to be the one to burst your bubble about owls delivering mail and messages, the other crazy things you see them doing in movies or reading about in books. Remember, those books, those movies, they all came out of the fiction section. It's not true. Okay? Now, Romeo, we're going to do the same thing with you that we did with our Paris hawk. I'm going to help you count to 3. We're going to say, go home. You'll fly back into his release door. 1, 2, 3. Go home! There we go. Good job, Romeo.